So, good evening. Nice to see you, Kareem.
Yeah.
All good?
Good evening, Jason. Yeah, good, man.
Good. How are you enjoying the Euros?
Euros, yeah. England's doing well, isn't it?
They did all right the other day. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I think this is the worst. That's the worst Germany team I've ever seen in my life.
I don't. You know what? Yeah. Okay. I think tactically they're not savvy. I think Joachim Low he's lost it a little bit. You know, because he has got quality there with like Havertz.
I didn't understand why they didn't start Gnabry instead of Werner, because Gnabry's been tearing it up at Bayern Munich. So yeah, it's a bit of a, I don't know. Look, I'm glad England beat Germany anyway.
Yeah.
But that Germany team was not good. They're going to get more of a test, I think, from Ukraine.
Yeah. You got Shevchenko. Shevchenko is a manager as well, you know, and I think they're willing to die for the cause. The only thing is, like, that Ukraine, I think England will probably be safe. I know I might have spoken too soon, but they haven't got the player to get in behind that defence. And Stones, Walker, they've got a bit of pace, you know. And I don't see Yarmolenko pacing these guys. You know, if they give the guy space outside the box, he might curl one to the top corner. But I think Sterling. You got Kane, you got like Grealish. You know, they're going to cause too many problems. You know.
I'll be surprised if England don't beat Ukraine. I would, but look, these knockout games, they've sprung surprises. So it's not, it's not a done deal for England, but they should beat Ukraine. Really, they should beat Ukraine. So what do you think of the other quarterfinals? I think Denmark. I like Denmark. I think they'll go through.
Denmark, definitely. I feel like Denmark. Who Denmark got again? Who they're playing against?
They're playing Czech Republic.
The Czech Republic. I think Czech Republic are a good team, but Denmark have got a lot of heart. And since that Eriksen, it seems like they've stepped up another level, and they're not just playing for the country; they're playing for Eriksen himself as well. So
I think that's had an impact on them, but I just like the way they play. They're so dynamic. They're quick. They're interchange. You know what I mean? It's really it's good to watch. It's good to watch. I like the way they're playing, man. For me, I enjoyed watching them when they played Russia. I thought they really played well in that game, but we'll see. The other one is Belgium, Italy.
I do see Italy. I feel like Belgium's defence is a bit too old and too slow. I just feel like the overlapping on the wings with Italy, I feel like they'll cause a lot more problems. To be honest, I don't know how Portugal didn't score. Kept coming off the bar.
Belgium are very good going forward. They've got great players, but I just think Italy have that savvy about to win these games. But it's a 50-50 game, really. And then the other one is Spain, Switzerland.
See, that's a tricky one. I wouldn't put my money on any one of those teams. I feel like I know Spain. I feel Spain. They could do it, but Morata. How many chances does he have to score one goal?
Well, he's had a few, but if you look, Spain have scored 10 goals in their last two games, so they can score, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to the games. I think they'll be good games.
Yeah, I don't know, man. After knocking out the World Cup holders, Switzerland are going to be on some next confidence level. They've knocked out the favourites,
Yeah, Switzerland. Well, they were out, and then all of a sudden now they're just. I don't know how they got through that, but they got through, and they've got players that could hurt Spain. But again, you would say Spain, but We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. Look, England should get to the next round. They should qualify from the quarterfinals. They should.
But they should be in the finals, I reckon.
I don't know. If they play Denmark in the semi-finals, that ain't going to be easy, my friend. That's going to be a tough game for England. Let me tell you. But England will have home advantage. So, you know what? They've got a chance. They have got a chance. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with them. So, remember in our predictions, I think me and you predicted it. Who predicted Germany?
I predicted Germany. I think
all right.
I did. Yeah. I see the French game. I thought, they were a bit unlucky. It should have ended up a draw. But then, you see, and then
they smashed France Portugal.
They smashed Portugal, and they made a lot of opportunities. It could have been there. Could have been a lot more goals. And then the last game, they
struggled against Hungary.
Hungary was the telltale one, which I thought, hold on, what have I done? What have I said?
But you know what? I don't blame you for picking them because look, Germany are a team that know how to win tournaments, so they're not. That's not the worst selection you could have made at all. I mean, my favourite team went out, Holland. Yeah. They went out. They lost their minds. That De Ligt, he fell over, started handballing and all kinds of nonsense, and they just lost their way, man. Holland are not a tournament side. They're not tournament savvy. Look, for me, Italy, Spain obviously have won tournaments, but this Spain team I don't think is good enough to win it. For me, Italy are the team that are going to take all the beating. As I said, when I said who I think might win it, because they just know how to win these tournaments. And it doesn't actually matter what team they have. They always seem to find a way. They're one of those countries in tournaments, you can never underestimate them. Germany as well, another one, So to knock Germany out, but you got to knock these teams out like Germany and France and Holland. You got to knock them out early, which is what's happened. Because when they get to late stages of tournaments, it's hard to beat them.
Yeah.
So I think
they turn up.
I think Italy are going to be. If Belgium beat Italy, then they could win it. That's for sure. If Belgium beat Italy, because Italy, for me, are the team to beat in this tournament. But I think as a dark horse, I think Denmark. I really like the way they're playing, and I think they're playing some amazing football. So look, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I mean, as far as Liverpool players go, there's only been ex-Liverpool player Wijnaldum. He did well in the tournament when he played. Yeah. Henderson has had a few minutes here and there. He's been really a bit part player for England. Shaqiri's had a couple of good moments in the tournament. Let's hope he pushes his price value up even more when they play Spain tomorrow. Look, you knew Germany were in trouble when they brought on Emre Can when they needed a goal.
Oh, God, that guy. Sell out. You
knew they were in trouble when he brought him on, mate. That was the end. That was like saying, okay, we give up. We give up. Go on, Emre. On you go, mate.
That's it. I think they brought him on when it was 2-0, wasn't it? Like,
well, yeah, whatever. You don't bring. He's not going to score any goals, mate. That guy. He was. I mean, look, he played okay for Liverpool in his last season. He did have some good moments for us, and overall, he was a decent player for us while he was there. But he's
utility player. Yeah, he was good. Yeah. He like a utility. He stepped up when you needed to play him in midfield. He played in midfield.
Yeah.
When he had to go into defence, he went into defence, and if he had to play right back, he'd do that as well. So
yeah, he was okay. Yeah. He was. I don't have any animosity towards him, but if you're losing a game and you're bringing him on, then there's a problem.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like we've got more players in the Copa America, so that's probably we probably should be looking at that more than we should be.
Well, you say that because I watched the Brazil game and Firmino was on the bench. Alisson and Fabinho are playing, but Firmino was on the bench. The Brazil manager seems to like Jesus and Richarlison. I don't know why, but Anyway, nice.
Yeah, it's the pace factor. I think they're probably trying to get up top. Like, like Firmino likes to hang around in the midfield, and he doesn't mind being a provider or rather than a scorer. He doesn't mind doing either one of those as long as the team wins. And to be honest, he's been out of form for us. He
played all right in the last couple of games. He was okay, but
1 in 5, every 5 games he played well. 1 game, for me.
All right, so predictions now for the Euros. So England, Ukraine.
Ukraine. I feel
not score, but just who's going to go through.
England will go through.
Okay, Spain, Switzerland.
Spain, Switzerland. Both teams have gone into extra time. Both teams are going to be knackered. Both. I feel. I want to say Spain, but I've got a gut feeling Switzerland. They've got determination. They've got some grit about them. I feel. You know what? I'm gonna go Switzerland. I feel like Busquets past his best. I know he's doing the job, but there was one point where he was trying to chase the player back, and he just gave up. So I'm thinking, 120 minutes, he didn't even get. He should have got really subbed off at 90 minutes. So I'm going to go Switzerland.
Okay, Belgium, Italy.
Belgium, Italy, definitely. I feel they've got far too much up front, and good unity.
Last one, Denmark, Czech Republic.
Czech Republic, Denmark.
You like the Czech Republic, don't you?
You know what? I feel like, I'm going to go Denmark. I'm just going to go Denmark. So I just love the way they play. Like you said, they play really well. I feel Czech Republic can be good. They've got some good players. But I'm going to I'll go Denmark. They've had something, sometimes something happens during a tournament that triggers something, and they're willing to die for the cause. I feel like I don't feel like they're playing football. I feel like they're going into war mode.
Yeah, listen, their ancestors were Vikings, right?
Yeah.
Well, from that region anyway. So yeah. Okay, so for me, I like Denmark to beat Czech Republic all day long. England will beat Ukraine. Belgium, Italy is going to be a tough game, but I think Italy will go through. And
last one,
Switzerland, Spain.
Whoa.
I think Spain will.
You're leaving me on my own.
No, look. I don't care who goes through out of them two, really. It's not that I've got an affiliation to Spain, but I just think Spain.
Thiago, isn't it? Thiago. Why is he playing? What's the guy doing?
Well, you know what? When he came on in that game, I saw he came on against Sweden. He didn't do much when he came on. So, listen, I think, I think Spain just will have too much for Switzerland. But if Spain are not at it, Switzerland will turn them over. But I think Spain should go through, They'll have too much, I think, for Switzerland. All right, that's the Euros done. Now, we've had some interesting managerial changes in the Premiership recently. So, first of all, let's not touch on the obvious one. Nuno has gone to Tottenham, right?
Nuno, yeah. And
so, what do you think? Good managerial appointment for Tottenham? I think so. I think it's okay. I think they got someone who knows the Premiership, and look, Wolves played some good football under him. So
I think Daniel Levy's got a coup there. He's got someone who's going to work with him, and he's going to work through his youth system and not give him too much ball ache in the transfer market. So the fact that there's a possibility of Harry Kane going, I feel like Nuno would, he will be willing to let him go in order to get a much cheaper replacement. work and then develop that player over time. I don't know who it will be, but for Spurs, the project where they've got a, basically...
He might even go back and buy, what's his name? Jimenez from Wolves and bring him to Spurs to replace Kane. Look, I think I don't really care what he bloody does anyway for Tottenham. I'm not interested in Tottenham. I'm just saying that I think it's a good appointment for Spurs.
It's weird though. It is weird because he was linked to him right at the beginning. As soon as the mutual decision between Wolves and Nuno to depart, but then to go through all the managers, I think they must have gone through like 20 managers or something like that in between. By the time, and they thought, hold on, Nuno's the man. We'll go back to him.
Look, who cares about that? What I don't care. But I think it's a good appointment by Tottenham. I really do. I think he's a good manager. I think he's no worse than Mourinho anyway, that's for sure. Do you know what I mean? The way Mourinho, man, I think he won't be as toxic, and I think they'll probably play better football under him than they did with Mourinho. So you know what? I wish that they had got Gattuso. I feel like Gattuso, it would have been interesting to see what he would have done to Levy, if he didn't get what he wanted, or if they, he'd probably
2-footed
in the face and walked out, wouldn't he?
Yeah, something like that. It would have been interesting.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing, man? Yeah. Come on, man. I need the money.
And wasn't it him that tried to have a fight with, what was it?
With Steven Gerrard?
No, Harry Redknapp. And, when they were...
There was some little bust up on the line. I can't remember exactly. But I remember I know what you're talking about. I don't know if it's Gattuso, but I remember Redknapp and some player had some little issue or whatever. I can't remember. Look, anyway, I don't follow them teams, man, so I don't know. Right, so that's that one. But there's one a bit closer to home that's happened recently, and that is Benitez to Everton. I heard rumours about this happening a few weeks back. I was like, no, surely Benitez won't go there. But then as the rumours continued and I thought about it, listen, he still lives in the area. He still has his house in the Wirral, I think. Yeah. And you know what? It kind of makes sense for him. I mean, look, he will always be someone special to Liverpool, no matter what happens, because of the success he brought to Liverpool and the way he, the team he had at Liverpool was a great team, so he will always have some affinity with Liverpool. And I don't think, look, he could be going in as a double agent to relegate them. He could be going in there to ruin them.
Yeah. I doubt it. He might be that spy. I think he would have been on one of our books, if FSG would have.
No, I don't think he's doing that. I think that he's a good manager. And as he proved with Newcastle, he'll do well with them. He made Newcastle like a safe mid-table team. I'm sure he'll keep Everton just in that top 6-7 area where they are. It depends, look, it depends what he'll definitely organise them. But then they had Ancelotti, so Ancelotti's a very good manager as well. So I'm not too sure how long it will last with Benitez at Everton. I don't think the Everton fans are happy that he's gone there. I don't think that's who they wanted. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I don't hate him. I don't think he's a traitor for going there. I think his family live in the Wirral area. He's settled there since his Liverpool days. He's never left the area. He's a top manager. Everton needed a manager. They went for him. Listen, it's a strange one in a way because he was so... he was so much a part of Liverpool's success in the early 2000s. You know what I mean? 2000 in the mid 2005 to 9. You know, we had a bit of success with him. He won some trophies with us, and he was. I don't know. It's just a strange one that he's gone there. I wouldn't have suspected him to do that, but listen, it is what 10, 11 years since he was at Liverpool, so it's not like he went from Liverpool to Everton.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He went from Liverpool to Real Madrid to China to Inter Milan to Chelsea. So he's been to about 6 clubs.
Napoli as well, isn't it? At one point, I think he went to Napoli.
Napoli. He was at Napoli. He was at. So look, you know what? He just wants to work. He wants a job. Listen, I don't know. It'll be strange though when in the Merseyside derby. It will be a strange one. It'll be interesting to see what happens there.
You know what? I don't think it will be that strange now. You know, I've got used to him. Like when he went to Chelsea, I thought that was the one. Like if you're gonna, because we were rivals with Chelsea, and you know, it was us. You know,
well, listen,
kept meeting them in the Champions League. And
listen, the Chelsea fans never liked him because they never forgot what he used to say about we don't have plastic flags. Do you remember he said that? Yeah. So
it's true. But,
so they never forgave him for that, the Chelsea fans. So look, Benitez has been to other clubs, our rivals before. We played Benitez since he's left as well. So yeah, in that sense, it's not that strange. It's just obviously our Merseyside neighbours. That's the strange thing, but. Look, man, I don't know. I don't think it will have a massive impact.
Yeah, it's whether he can duplicate what he did for us. You know, deliver him some kind of trophy, and
maybe an FA Cup.
How much money have they got?
I don't know.
Exactly. Is he going to get a budget? Is he going to fall out? You know, he will. He will leave you hanging to dry if you don't give him what he wants. He will come out in the media and bait you out, like he has done to Mike Ashley and everyone else. So
yeah, but I think he's a bit older now, and I think now he's probably he's going to manage his own expectations in terms of what he might get from Everton. So I'm not too sure he'll do that, but it's whether if he doesn't start well. And Everton lose a few games, he's going to be under proper pressure because the fans don't want him there anyway. And if he doesn't start well, he's going to be under big pressure. So he's got that to deal with. He's got to start. He's got to hit the ground flying, mate, not running. He's got to hit the ground flying. Win the first 6 games 5-0, and then maybe they might say, "Oh, okay, we like Rafa now." But yeah, I don't see. I don't know. It's going to take a lot for him to win their fans over, and yeah, we'll see.
I just feel like good luck to him. You know, it happens.
Yeah,
there's no loyalty in football, and
well, there is loyalty. The fans have loyalty.
But player-wise, managers,
and managers, it's more difficult to see that loyalty. But I couldn't see Klopp ever going to manage Everton. If when he leaves Liverpool at some point, I don't see him going to Everton. In fact, I don't see him going to another English club. Klopp wouldn't do that. But, you know, we'll see. Anyway, listen, nice catching up.
Nice. Yeah, mate.
Thanks for joining me tonight. We'll catch up again soon.